In our lesson today, we will talk about compound event. Then we are going to compound between more than event. And we have an example now. You have 10-sided die. So what is the sample space if you have 10-sided die? What numbers do you expect to see? What are the outcomes? What is the out?
From 1 to 10.
Yes, thank you. Then we have the outcomes. It will be from 1 till 10. So you expect to see 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and then till how many? Till 10. So this
10.
is the choices which we are going to deal and or we will choose from this list. Now we want to calculate the probability of 4 or 8, right? So we want to find the first one, the probability of 4 or 8. Then 4 or
2 out of 10.
just second. Probability of 4 or how many? Or 8. Now the word or means that we will add or we will subtract or what? This word or means what? This word or means that we are going to add. So we are looking for the probability of 4 and the probability of 8. So in this question now with 10-sided die, how many times you can find 4 when you roll the die?
1/10.
1 over 10,
1 over
exactly.
10.
Okay, so the probability of 1 over 10. The probability of 4, it will be 1 over 10. And what is the probability of 8? How many times can
one
you
over
find
10.
8? 1 over 10. Yes. We said that or mean that we are going to add. So it will be 1.
We 2/10.
Thank you. So it will be 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10. So the answer, it will be equal. We have common denominator, so we will keep it the same, and we will add the numerator together, so it will be 2 out of 10. Now we want to put it in simplest form. Then 2 and 10, both of them can divisible by how many?
2.
Both of them can divisible by 2. Then 2 divisible by 2 divided by 2, it will be equal 1. And 10 divided by 2, it will be equal
5.
5. So the answer for the first question, to find the probability for 4 or 8, it will be equal 1 over 5. By the same way, we want to solve question number 2. Who will help me to find the answer? Also, we are dealing with a die from 10-sided, which means from 1 till 10. Again, who is going to answer this question?
This can I answer?
Okay, is there anyone else can answer? Raise your hand, please, if you can answer the question. Okay, or what is the probability? We can divide the answer now into two parts, right? The first part is what? To find the probability of what? To find the probability of
Of 9 is
9.
equal 1 over
Yes.
10.
So this is the first event, probability of 9. The second, to find the probability of less than 3.
That's 3.
So how many numbers you can find in this one less than 3? How many numbers less
2.
than 3? Hmm. Probability?
2, 1
2.
and
Yes. Probability of
1
numbers
and 2.
less, yes, less than 3. Right? So the answer, The numbers, as you said, Ya Abdurrahman, it will be 1 and 2, right? So if I want to calculate the probability, so it will be the numbers which you said over the total, which it was how many? Which it was how many? 10, right?
One.
So in simplest form, it will be
1/5.
1 over 5. And the probability of 9 equal how many in this one?
1/10.
1/10.
1 over 10. Yes. So if I want to find the probability, we said that we are going to separate at the beginning and then we are going to add them together, right? So for any two events, we will find first the probability for each one, and by the end, we are going to add them together. So the answer for this question now, it will be the probability of 9 or less than 3. As we said, we are going to look for 9. How many 9 in the die? We found 1 over 10. The numbers less than 3. You told me 1 and 2, so the probability was 2 out of 10. Then we will add them together. 1 over 10 plus 2 over 10. So the answer it will be equal 3 over 10. So the probability of rolling a 9 or less than 3 on a 10 side die is 3 over 10. Let me give you a question and I'm waiting for your answer. We are going to make ranks. I'm looking for this question also. I'm looking for the probability of 5 or more than 7. Who will answer this question?
Miss, can I answer?
Yes, please.
The probability of 5 is 1/10, and the probability for
Just a second,
the
let me
numbers,
write with you, Yawad. Probability of 5, it will be how many?
it will be 1/10.
It will be 1 over 10. Yes, very good. Second, I'm looking for the probability of more
More than 7, which is there are three
7,
numbers, 8, 9, and 10, so it
8,
will be 3
9,
over
and
10.
10. Very good. So we have 3 out of what?
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. Now we have 3 out of 10. We can find now the answer the original question, which it was probability of 5 or more than 7. And we said the word or means that we are going to
Add
add. Yes, so we have 1 out of 10 plus
3 over 10.
3 over 10. So the answer it will be equal
4 over 10, and in simplest form, divided by 2 equals 2 over 5.
equal 2 over 5. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Ruqayya. So the probability and compound events, sometimes we calculate it algebraically like the previous example, and sometimes we are going to use a factor tree or a factor diagram to explain or to find a compound event. The compound event consists of two or more simple events. Tossing a die is a sample event. Tossing two dice is a compound event. Then tossing one die, this is called what, grade 7? Tossing die is called what? Simple event. Tossing two dice is compound event. The probability of the compound event can be calculated if its outcomes are equally likely. So, example, if 3 coins are tossed, what is the probability of getting exactly 2 hits? Then, to calculate the probability, you need to know how many outcomes are possible. This may be done by using tree diagram. In case if you have coin, what is the outcomes for the coin, grade 7? What are the outcomes if you are
Heads and tail.
head and tails? So how many? Two, right? In this question, you have 3 coins. So we want to know the probability of tossed 2 heads. Then we have to build our diagram or to our tree. We have 3 coins, right? We have first coin, second coin, and third coin. So this is the way which you are going to use it when you want to solve a question like this. For the first coin, we have head and tail. For the second, yani for example, if you are going to throw the first coin and the second coin, then you can find head in the first and head with the second, or it could be head and tail. And the same with the second one, with tail. Tail with head or tail with tail. What about the third one? الhead, it will be head or tail, and so on till the end. So what about the outcomes in this question now, which in front of you? The first outcome is what? Adam, the first outcome, which you can see it now in this exercise, is what?
Heads and heads. Heads, heads,
Head,
heads.
right? Head and head and head. How did you find it? You will read from the beginning. So this is the first one is head, head, and then head. Rahma, what is the second choice? Second outcome, it will be what, ya Rahma? The second one, ya Rahma, how we will read it? Who can answer?
What is the question?
How we will read the second outcome? How we will find it?
We have head. We can in head have head or tail.
Now, the chart is in front of you, ya Abdurrahman, right?
Yes.
The chart is in front of you. So we said how we can find the answer for the first one. So we said head, head, head. Now, Ward, how we can find the second one?
HT.
We go to the first coin.
Yes.
Go to the first coin, which is heads, and then the second coin is heads also, and then the third coin is T, which is HHT.
So the second one, it will be what? It will be head, head, tail, right? Marwa,
Yes.
what is the third one? Thank you, Ward. What is the third one, ya Marwa? How we can read the third one? Marwa? Rahma? Noor?
Miss, can I say?
Wait, ya Abdurrahman, I'm waiting for the rest of the class. How we can read the second option? The second outcome, sorry, the third outcomes. We said that we have 3 coins, right? Then for the first coin, we have what? The first coin.
Your voice is lagging on my end.
I have head
You said.
and tail.
Is what you said?
I can hear you well. We can divide our answer into 3 parts. First part with the first coin, second part with the second coin, third with the third coin. For the first, I have head and tail. With the second, each one, it has 2 options, which is what, ya Adil? Which is head or what?
Tail.
Or tail. For the second one, I have head and tail. Then the second one, we will move to the third coin. So for each one also we have 2 options. It could be what? It could be head or tail, and this one head or tail, and here too head tail, and this one head, tail. Okay, then now how we are going to write the outcomes. You will start from the first coin till the end. So the first one, it will be what? It will be head, head, head. The second one, it will be what? Head, head, tail. So the third one now, it will be what? Head, tail,
tail,
head.
Heads.
The first one, it will be head, tail, tail. Understood? Understood how we can
Yes, I
write?
understood.
Okay. Then for the first one, could you please tell me the outcome for the first one? It will be what? The first one. Yes, it will be head, head,
Tail.
tail. And then head,
Miss, which one? Which one in the diagram?
يعني tell me head. Did you see the mouse? The first one was head, head, head. Second, it will be what? Head, head, tail. Third, it will be head, tail, head. Understood? Tail. Kareem, continue the second two options.
Yes, it will be head.
Yes.
No, sorry.
Yes, yes, it will be the second one. The second branch. Head, tail, head.
Tail, head. And head, tail, tail.
And head, tail, tail. Head, tail, tail. What is the next? Yalla Jana.
Tail.
Yes. Tail, head, head. What is the next? Yalla Abdurrahman. Tail, head,
tail, head, tail.
The last one, it will be tail, tail, head,
tail, tail.
and then tail, tail, tail.
Tail, tail, tail.
So how many? All the outcomes equal how many? All the outcomes here equal how many?
8.
8. We will count now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? What is the probability to have 2 heads? What is the probability to have 2 heads? So we will search here. How many out of 8 you can see 2 heads?
3/8.
3/8, right? It's in which one? Second, third, and fifth, right? So we can see 3 out of 8, the probability to check 2 heads. What is the probability to get 3 tails? Probability 3 tails.
1/8.
How many times you can see 3 tails?
1/8.
Only one time. Out of how many? Out of 8. Okay. What is the probability to find 2 tails?
2 tails.
2 tails.
3 out of 8.
Where did you find it?
In number 8
Fourth?
and 7 and 6 and 4.
Listen. I said 2 tails, right? 2 tails. I didn't say
Yes.
at least. If I would say at least, then it would be 2 and more, right? But my question is, how many times you can see 2 tails? 2 tails
3
only.
out of 8.
2 tails only.
3 out of 8.
3 out of 8. You found it where? You found it on the fourth one?
4
Yes. And
6 and 7.
6 and 7. So this is how many times?
3 out of 8.
3 out of 8. Okay, 3 out of 8. How many times you can see the both 2 faces are the same? 3 faces are the same, which means it could be what? It could be head, 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 or tail, tail, tail.
2
All
out of 8.
are similar. So it will be 2 out of 8. Okay, so this is how we can use the tree diagram to find the compound event. And we said, what the meaning of compound event? Compound event consists of 2 or more simple events. Again, what the meaning of compound event, grade 7?
Have 2 or more events.
Okay, Adam, go on. Adam? Kareem? Kareem?
Yes.
Could you please read the question?
Okay. Example. Judy has 4 bottles of soft drink, 1 bottle of cola, 1 of root beer, 1 of ginger ale, and 1 of orange. She chose 3 of these bottles to take to a party. If she chose the ginger ale, what is the probability she also chose root beer?
Okay. Then she choose how many? She choose how many?
3.
3, right? So we want now to make a chart to represent her choices, and then we will answer the question. So we said that she has 3 choices, right? First choice, second choice, and third choice. Then if she's going to, what's her first choice, grade 7? Here. What's her first choice?
Ginger ale.
Sorry?
Ginger ale.
Ginger ale, yes. Then she choose at the beginning ginger ale. If she chose at the beginning ginger ale, then the rest it will be what? Cola, root beer, and
Coca-Cola.
And orange, right? After that, from cola for the second choice, she's going to choose the rest, which is root beer and orange. Third, root beer. Then it will be with cola and orange. Orange, it will be with cola and root beer. Now, what is her total choices? It will be out of how many? The first one, we will take the first letter for each one. Then, who will tell me the first choice, the first outcomes was equal what?
Miss, can I say?
Yes, please.
GCR.
Yes, thank you. So the first choice, it will be GCR. Okay, Marwa? Marwa?
Yes.
The second choice, it will be what? The second choice. Nora? Nora? Yusuf Dahroug?
Yes, yes.
Could you please tell me the second outcomes?
Of which
For the question which in front of you.
ginger, Coca-Cola, and orange.
And orange. Yes. So how we will path to find the answer for all? We said the first choice. You can make another chart here. If someone wants to start with cola, so we are going to flip. So we will put ginger ale instead of cola, and then we will continue the same chart. Okay? So by the end, how many ways to choose from the other 2 bottles? How many ways? For the third choice here, we have how many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? And the outcomes by the end, we have different, there are 4 ways to choose the root beer. if I want to calculate now, what is the probability to choose root beer? So check here. How many times did you choose root beer? How many times did you choose root beer? Where you can find the letter R here? In the first R,
Yes.
3 times.
First,
Third,
third, fourth,
fourth,
and
and sixth, right?
sixth.
So we can find it 4 times. So the probability it will be how many?
4 out of 6.
The probability it will be how many?
4 out of 6.
4
4
out of 6. Yes. So in the first example, we choose from 3. We said that we have 3 coins, right? So we made first choice, second choice, and third choice. In the second one, we choose out of how many? Out of 4. When we back to the first one here, you choose from 3 coins. Then the first one, we have 2 branches. And after that, for each one, we have 2. Here in the second one, we have the first one, it will work with 3. Okay? And now when we have cola, so we have cola and ginger. So the rest, it will be how many? It will be 2. Then we will start with 1 with 3 branches. And then each branch, we will divide it into 2. So by the end, we will find that we have 6. Okay? Now, I want someone to answer. What is the probability to choose cola? Cola. How many times you will choose cola?
Yes, can I say it?
Yes, please.
It will be 3 over
No, 4. 4 out of 6.
4 over
Oh,
4 out of how many?
6.
6. Yes. So it will be 4 out of 6 because we can find it in the first and second and third and fourth. Okay. So this is was our lesson when we are talking